So it occurred to me, I realized, and I kind of alluded to it earlier, this idea of because the pitch is that like almost like violence and virtue are synonymous. One could rationalize that. So if the pitch is that that the way to identify yourself as a quality Marine is to be this, to do violence on behalf of the Marine Corps, then one could sort of do this like logical proof that says, well, then if I do violence, then I'm virtuous in the Marine Corps' eyes. And I think that that's an oversimplification of the matter. It occurred to me in time, and as I've sat and chewed on this more, I realized that I think that in order for somebody to experience, but everybody doesn't have these like super negative experiences with combat either, right? And so in order to have a positive combat experience, it occurred to me that you've got to have an understanding of the strategic relevance of the thing that you're doing, right? If my point in doing violence is to gain this sort of elusive like Marine Corps virtue, then actually I'm doing violence to serve myself. Conversely, if I am doing violence to achieve some strategic means that our nation has asked me to do, then the end product is satisfaction of that strategy, and a byproduct is virtue in the Marine Corps' eyes. And so it's much more complex than I went and shot somebody with a gun and now I'm virtuous. If I understood my strategic purpose on the ground that day, and shooting the person with my gun served that strategic purpose, now my strategic purpose was complete, and I have proved virtue, or I have been virtuous in the eyes of the Marine Corps and in the eyes of my nation. And so when I have this strategic continuity in my violent action, now my reason for having done it isn't to serve myself. I didn't do it so that Chris will say John is a badass. I did it so that we could achieve the mission that we were there to achieve. And those are two very different but very important things. And I would say if there's a takeaway that I get to pitch, it's that leaders would seek to understand their strategic purpose. I don't care if you work in a supply bay, you serve a strategic purpose. And so if you can understand your strategic purpose and help your people understand their strategic purpose, then I think we solve a whole lot of problems, both on this like moral injury thing, but also on our day-to-day interactions, on our day-to-day lives. I started preaching. I'm sorry, Chris. Did I get there? Did I answer the question?